bem, a voz. Bem? Beios.
Stella Pure Gold, todo o sabor de Stella. Menos calorias.
Aproveite o 7 do 7 do Mercado Livre para fazer suas compritas. Mercado Livre.
I was playing with a hacker, making me get stuck on some spot, breaking the game, and I ended up dying until my teammate was indeed hacker. Started it again, successfully escaping this time, two flash teams were coming back from another skin chapter, absolute skin. And from those two dinner chapters, I got the decaying infected skin and the change skin. So now I just have to go between them. In the game and fighting 6 pages each in every match. This was super boring and it only took like 4 hours, but I ended up getting the Sentinel skin, Distorted Piggy skin, and the Infected Willow skin, which are some pretty awesome skins. Because there were a whole bunch of skins that I could get in one batch, I decided to get 2 final odd ones out, which are actually obtained from other Piggy games. First one being in the Piggy household. This is a game with a second map, but with an OG skin. Anyway, I escaped giving me the Piggy.exe skin, which is easily one of the best skins in the game, which only takes like 10 minutes. But then there's Pig 64, which gives an awesome skin, but has a look. The first extra chapter that was released. Every Roblox player has played Piggy at some point. The game about getting keys and items to escape the map. But how would 100%ing it work? How hard will it be to beat every chapter, get all the different endings, complete every skin quest, and then buy every single Piggy token skin? Well, a really long time. So I got my alt account Ballet One, which has never played Piggy before, and to make this challenge more engaging, I decided to use public servers to try it for and once I pressed play, my team had already voted for a map, which ended up being Flat, the final chapter of Piggy. I was ready to complete the final chapter first, but they also voted Trader mode, and the Trader ended up dying, so we didn't make it. Then I tried to vote for the very first chapter of House, because I wanted to try and play it in chronological order, but we ended up going to Outpost. But we voted for Trader mode again, who also died. But on my third round, I finally got to play House, and my teammates again voted Trader mode, but it was my turn to get the role. Normally as the Trader, you try to kill everyone, but since I needed to escape, I didn't kill anyone, and instead team up with them, finally giving me my first map completed after escaping. Also, I completed a daily quest, being a pretty cool stuff. After this, I naturally tried to play Station, but my team had another map in mind, but yet again, wanted the same game mode. And to bid me farewell, the Trader killed me. I hate this server. So I rejoined Piggy and got straight into a match with my favorite map in Piggy, and it was bot mode, meaning it was an automatic win. I tried to ask my teammates if we could do the Station chapter in case that would do the trick, but instead got bullied. So instead House was voted with player mode, and I ended up being selected as the Piggy, letting me see if I still had that Piggy in me. I was so skilled that I got called a cheater. After that amazing round, I was begging for any other map, but they still voted House, so I left. In my new server, I was instantly thrown into the Metro chapter with a player as Piggy, but with 4 minutes already passed, so I got a super easy win and had to witness the saddest death in all of Piggy. Then everyone's favorite map Carnival was voted, along with player mode. This Piggy was pretty interesting, trying to block the safe with its body, but LA Warning wasn't having any of that, so I took the gun and loaded it with bullets and went crazy, letting us escape. Then I got a quick gallery round, so I got more Piggy tokens. But when I finally got to PlayStation, the only other person with me voted for player plus bot. I was really scared, but realized who I was playing against, and pretty easily escaped them. After this, things went by really fast, so I completed Forest, City, Pool, Outpost, Mall, and then Hospital. So now all that was left was Chapter 12, the final chapter for Book 1 with 3 different endings. But first, let's actually go through the story leading up to this. The player is a police officer looking for a Jordan Piggy in the house. The player doesn't find him, so he goes to the station where his co-worker Doggy is. The player and Doggy go to the only one detectives for the player going alone in his since it's and the players to go to the school, Claire finds Bunny as well as Mr. P before passing out and getting to the hospital. At the hospital, Bunny and the player try to get to the helipad at the floor, but Mr. P had already left with it. At the metro, we found out that Bunny was infected and had to leave her, so we go to Mr. P's carnival alone, where we find Dizzy and Bunny. But then we go to the city to go to the base, but we hear a noise, so the player and Dizzy go investigate the map. There we finally find Georgie Piggy, and we then leave to the outpost in order to find Mr. P. So we finally get to the plot. So the plot has two piggies, being Mr. P and Badgie, making it the hardest map of this one. But with my insane skill, I got through it on my first try. So by approaching Mr. P, you try to save him, but Badgie just straight up murders you. So I played one more round and got the final blueprint for the magnifying glass, which is an ability you can use whilst playing, but more importantly, I escaped and got the good ending. In this ending, you go back to Zizzy and Tony, and then Georgie suggests you look for a cure. There's one more ending for the true ending, but since you need to do a quest to get it, I was going to say that for later. Now it's time to get to it. So to start us off, we play chapter 2, the easiest map of the game, but already a big jump in quality from the book 1 maps. Then my teammates voted for the Factory, which is the 6th chapter in the game, with a very important story changing choice, and a fun game mechanic. This map has a bunch of people you need to save, and for saving 1 to 5 you get the survivor ending, but if you save all 6, you get the saver ending. I then quickly got to play chapter 1 Alleys, and was about to escape with 5 minutes left, and it was funny to not use the right key until the game was over, so the escape wouldn't count. But after that, I got a hacker on my team, so I escaped the Docks chapter pretty easily. Then I got to play the Sewers chapter, which is one of my favorite maps, although I'm not a huge fan of its gameplay, but I escaped on my first try. And with this escape, I got enough piggy tokens to buy my first skin, and for the first time ever, I didn't mind it being infection mode, because that meant I could try it out. This thing is filled with aura. Then my team actually voted for Mansion, which is an extra chapter made for Halloween. This map has a piggy with a very unique mechanic, where you gotta avoid looking at it at certain times, and look at it at others. I was gonna save this chapter for later, but still completed it, also giving me my first quest skin. Then I real quick completed the fourth chapter, and then I did the factor again, in hopes of getting the other ending, and met the coolest player ever whilst completing it. Well, that was really cool. And after finding that I had saved all 6 of the people in February, I escaped and got the story. This is the refinery, in the ship, but then I actually started struggling with the safe place and the temple. In the safe place, we could escape, but we got stuck and in the temple, my big favorite was that Megan. In the next year, I was told by Spargell massive difference, but thankfully, managed to escape around that way. I had to do the same place again, meaning with every chicken that was to get stuck, but we still escaped. And the thing with the story of Piggy, that Piggy's sustainment wasn't necessarily wrong, but he could have used it to escape. So now all I have left of the main story, just the time that I get to see, chapter 12, let's believe it. The playing Barbara and the alley floor is still on, and then the player wakes up from the flashback showing everyone in the safe place. Then the player, Zizzy, and Tony go to the store to get batteries to turn on the radio, where someone suggests meeting up, and they then go to meet them, but Willow is there, and she takes Zizzy, leaving Tony and the player. Tony and the player follow them to the refinery where they find Zizzy, When Zizzy's sister Z and Susie pop out of the sewer, and the player joins them to find a way out of the jail cell. Negri's about to throw a knife at us, but doesn't, which disappoints Willow, who then shoots Giraffe. Because Willow has a gun, she lets Tony and the player have start to escape. Once they escape, the people the player saved say that they'll take care of Giraffe, and Willow says that they can find a cure for Zizzy, because she feels bad about taking Zizzy from her sisters. Then they go to the court, where Willow says that Negri stole her boat, So we get on this bigger boat owned by Budgie, but the fuel had almost run out, so the player and Willow had to go get some in the basement. They get locked inside a crate and talk a little until the others come get them and tell us that we were right. At the docks we can see Tigre's boat in the distance, and we meet him later on after escaping. There's a big moment in this chapter, but I'll talk about it a bit later. Then we're out walking in the snow until a night robot greets us, and we meet Kona, who takes us to his house. There he says that we can leave through the central but we need Roddy to help us escape. Once we escape, the player starts feeling off, and starts seeing visions with Bunny, Doggy, and Zizzy, until this mysterious figure shows up, and says that the player is immune to the infection. The player wakes up, and Pony asks if he saw the mysterious figure too. He starts talking about this figure who was promising Pony that he could get his parents back. And then Willow and Pony started arguing about telling the player about what happened, but Mimi interrupts them, and we go to the camp. Once we find a way into the lab, Pony first wants to talk to the player alone, and reveals that he was the one that infected Doggy, and tried to infect the player, but she was immune. The player says that they can't forgive Pony, but insists that Tigre setting up explosions. Willow and Tiger start fighting until some explosions go off, and the player gets left behind to play the final chapter alone. Right now I have survivor mode on, meaning I did not save all the people in the factory, meaning I was and after getting through the chapter with the upgraded version of Piggy and fighting with Tiger in the fight instead of Willow, I got the Tiger survivor on. In this ending, Tiger gives the player a cure, but the player gets infected. And most importantly, it's revealed that Pony is also infected, because during the dog chapter, if you go too close to the Piggy with Pony, he gets attacked and infected. Anyway, in the survivor ending, this conversation with the mysterious figure doesn't happen, so the player doesn't know that they are immune. And also, Pony hadn't told the player that they infected Doggy, and when Pony brings it up, now the player is even more sad, and leaves Pony to use the cure on himself. So then I did the same thing, but titled with Willow giving me the Willow survivor ending. In this ending, Willow says that she could have defeated Tiger without the player's help, and we leave Willow to take the cure, who said that she'd come with us, and just needed a minute first. Outside, Pony is still infected, but the player is fine. Willow has the cure and thinks about giving it to Pony before changing her mind and leaving. Then the player leaves Pony again, but this time Pony didn't tell him about infecting Doggy, so they leave on good terms. So then I switched to savior mode, and it took me agonizingly long to actually get to play Lab. But I finally did, and escaped, giving me the Tiger server ending. But then the game glitched, and the screen went black.
What's this? I was actually curious on what this ending was. I don't remember.
So because I really wanted to see this ending, and wasn't wasting my time on doing it in public servers, I created my own private server to do it in. But may or may not have died twice before continuing. I also accidentally used my invisibility ability, making me invisible in the cutscene. Anyway, in this ending the player gets the cure, but this time Tiger wants to join us. But because of the explosives Tiger placed earlier, he straight up dies along with the cure. That could have saved Pony. So the mysterious figure shows up, to save Pony, and take his spear. So now I just have to do with Pony, who is still infected. Willow is about to give the cure to Pony, but she leaves. The player forgives Pony for infecting Doggy, and then Willow comes back, offering the cure. Everyone meets up, and it seems like a happy ending, until we can see that Willow left us. So yeah, there is one more, but it's super hard to get it, so I was going to save that for later, and instead complete all the extra chapters. The first extra chapter that was released was Distorted Memory, a chapter about a nightmare board you had. Then House.exe, which was some kind of April Fool's map with a super scary piggy. Then I did Heist, which is easily the best one because of the story it gives, and also the music at the end is fire. Then I did Distraction, which is about Zizzy destroying the refinery to give the player and Pony time to escape, who in the end meets the mysterious figure as well, and is about to take a deal from him to get her life back until someone pulls her away. Then I did Breakout, which is about Tiger becoming the military, which is one of the most fun gameplay-wise. And Tiger killing his friend when he thought it was a monster was a cool plot twist. And I even got a skin for completing the chapter with the ending. Then I did the hunt with the two bear villains and the flying key, with a harmless with the alert precision to it. But on my second try, I beat it, giving me the black skin. Then I did the play, which is exactly where you play as Bunny and shoot the infected in a map that barely looks like Piggy. The animations are insanely detailed too. Then I did Delirium, the second chapter of the book, and was having a good run until it became clear that I was playing with a hacker, making me get stuck in something, breaking the game. And I mechanic where my teammate was indeed hacking. So I did it again, successfully escaping this time from a pretty sad scene where Bunny went from her normal self to infected. Absolute sin. And from those two Bunny chapters, I got the whole that's not necessarily hard, but takes forever, which is going to every chapter in the game and fighting 6 pages each in every map. This was super boring, and I ended up taking like 4 hours. For a bunch of skins that I could get in one batch, I decided to get the 2 final other ones out, which are actually obtained from other Piggy games. First one being the Piggy Household. This is a game about escaping a map, but with an OG-ish design. Anyway, I've escaped giving you the Piggy Guard DLC skin, which is easy to learn the best in the game. It only takes like 10 minutes. But then there's Pig 64, which is an awesome skin that has a lot of these are to a hobby, and a 3-stage process. It's always not so easy, but it took me a bit over an hour to get it. But it does reward you with one of the kills skins in Piggy, so it's definitely worth it. So now I just have 2 things left to do. Buy every Piggy token skin, and complete every skin quest. At first my plan was to do Gallery, because it's such an easy map. Then choose Swarm mode, because it gives you more Piggy tokens than other game modes. And also playing Horn mode, because that also gives you more Piggy tokens. But after playing one single round, I noticed that this would take forever. So I decided to cheat. For this we need the trailer mode, and scrape my way into this black loop where everyone's avatar is during the lobby. And with 2 of my YouTube members' help, we got it to work. So I stabbed for around 7 minutes, and was so excited to check my Piggy token count to see that I had gained 0 Piggy tokens. No, so I had to start grinding normally anyway. And I did for like 7 hours, and didn't even get all the Piggy Book 1 skins. So instead, I decided to get the skin quest first, and I decided to do it on a live stream. With my viewers' help, I managed to get the true ending in Piggy Book 1, which revealed that Mr. P is alive, then the Mrs. P skin, then the prototype, then on the way to Book 2, I farmed a little, did the Maple Donut badge, which doesn't give a skin, but is a quest, sacrificed an infect to get the Lara skin, got the Fena skin by putting in some kind of code, then got Bella by activating this mysterious orb, then one of the best traps in the game being the crawling trap, which catches players and takes them to the Piggy, and then it was time for the final quest, being the hidden ending, widely known as the hardest quest in the game. So I gathered the best people I could find, aka my YouTube members, and for this quest, we first needed to escape the docks, but not let Pony get attacked. Then go to Temp and put in a code which would normally be impossible to figure out, but since it's public information, it took like 2 minutes, and I could go recording live, which is also fairly easy, and then it was time for the hardest part, which is flying with Turkey to get the 4.5 months of programs to go again. And then all my team was tired, but I was watching, and I was recording. And this is from the car, and the other show with the military. I do really go on to it. But first, going after the war. So now it was only time for the final Piggy Book quest. I already had all of the Book 1 skins, and all of the Book 2 skins, and I had around 10,000 Piggy tokens for the game. Let me tell you, this round was absolutely horrible. So yeah, I cheated. I couldn't take another second playing Gallery with Piggy tokens. Every round just made me closer to walking into those lasers on purpose. Also, I was originally only going to do the chapters and skin quests, and that was 100%. But still, I had now 100% of Piggy, excluding build mode, the daily quest, and also the Piggy token skins are available. Anyway, shout out to my YouTube members.
What do you have?
What do you have? What are you gonna do with it?
Don't eat the tape.
Okay. Well. Oh, right. Well, do you want to be done with this? Where's the place to sit? Sit on the stairs. The stairs is the only thing you can literally sit on. So just sit on the stairs and relax. God, Scraps is gonna kill me. Okay. Stop eating the tape.
You're the game.
Like, you're fine.
Easy.
Hey, it's okay, buddy. We'll find a way to help you once this blows off for a bit. But for right now, JD does not like V whatsoever, so we're on V's floor.
Yeah,
It's just,
he's not gonna check
I guess just,
he hates her that much.
yeah, I guess we just venture around, I guess. Do you want to come walk around, or do you want to stay right here? Just dip, I know where to look. You want to stay right here? Come with us.
Yeah, I just need a second, okay. I need a second to pull that body and let my body heal. Okay?
Okay, so you want to stay right here for right now?
That would actually be good. Appreciate it. My mother tries as my mom does its friends, but it's too stupid.
At least it's something. So, are you good for right here? Okay, just making sure. Stop eating cakes. That is not. I don't need to be mean, but you can't eat cakes. It's not good for you. Jesus Christ. You startled me. You were right next to me. I'm sorry. You startled me. Stop with that smug smile. You know what you're doing, and you're still doing it. You're like a dog. This is like, you know what not to do, and you're still doing it. Okay, I'm gonna go look around.
Where'd you I think we need to log them in the basement. Click on the equipment. Go.
Cookies, which would be helpful right now.
What's this? We're gonna see, like, when we turn around there, we're gonna
pushing adventure over there for some reason. That's a pile of ichor.
Oh yeah, you should come there because I said I've seen it.
Dude, no, stop, stop, dude. Stop it, stop it. What?
Oh, God.
Yeah. It should be fun. I don't know what they injected me with, but it's kind of sick. What the? Okay, you go watch that. I'll go check on it.
If we take this out together. We should, it'll be okay. Wait. This close this pack of goddamn punch. Razzle. Get up. Good put some good number on me. I have a huge scratch on my chest. Guys, they crashed again. Guys,
We should get Astro and leave. I hate to leave too, but it's too far.
well, I don't know what to do, but you guys have and then I know something that we can do.
I know what the...
So I'm gonna have to use my physical.
I bet. Yes, but I beg your pardon?
I said, no, you two are being angry. You two are a little bit slow. I could lose one very master.
I'm the faster. I can run. That's so slower. Listen, I know you want to make sure that we get out alive, but again, I'm way too injured. And I could be twisted at any moment now. You're the healer. You and Sprout are the two people that we need to keep the most. You get Astro, I will distract, and I'll try to make my way to the end of the last second.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a car. I should wait to get to the elevator. Go visit me now. I tried to get Asher.
They're just gonna attempt to, like, split open their face.
Hey, you big take this as me. It does this. Your heart oh God. My God.
And they're just to be specific. It's going to be alive, just very, very bad.
You're a healer.
you really like? You are annoying. You guys made me lose. So much shit. You got me too. I can tell any minute now. What's right? What's wrong? They're trying to make us seem like monsters. They're trying to make us seem like playthings for the whole world. Let's just all swim together.
That's what you think, Dandy.
What if they...
Dandy,
What do you want?
is this what I meant? That you were too dangerous to be around the kids?
They were the reason why they reached you fellas first.
They didn't want me here, so... Go. I'm done with this.
I hope you're happy about your
They were free. All of those that you see.
This is why Pepper is dead because of you.
If it wasn't for you testing Pebble, none of this would have happened. Because every time you make me like this for so long, why should we trust you? What if we don't want that to be the truth?
You keep saying that. You keep saying it over and over. And I still not saying we're just doing the same thing that I've been telling you over here.
Ready? I'm not falling for this again. You're still eating those tapes. Please still eating the tapes. We gotta be careful because Goog is still around here.
Rise up. Listen up.
What?
can't go with here. You tried to check the other place. That's my thing. That was pretty much.
All the staff days have been used. Just going invisible.
Coward. He's a goddamn coward, that's what he is.
I'm sick of dealing with this stupid flower.
You haven't talked to them.
topic